Hello, I'm EXToyCam. Welcome back to some videos. Today we're talking about mob drops in Minecraft. There's a whole range of mobs in Minecraft, and each of them has a massive drop table with common drops, uncommon drops, rare drops, equip drops, etc. And I think it'd be kind of cool to go through all of these drop tables and let you know which the least valuable ones are. So that's all I have for you today, the worst mob drops in Minecraft. Hopefully you do all enjoy the video. It's going to be a little bit short than all, so if you do like it, please do like it and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like this sort of stuff. Anyway, with that said, let's get straight into it, and let's start by talking about the fifth worst mob drop. By the way, we're going to be excluding equipped items because the real problem, if your least favorite dropped item is gold trousers from a skeleton, stop giving the skeletons gold trousers. With that said, though, let's talk about the fifth least valuable drop, which is going to come from the spider. So this is one that you could probably expect because when you kill a spider in Minecraft, you probably end up with a lot of these things that you just go, oh yeah, it's like the other things they drop except not useful. And truth be told, spider eyes do have a use. That's why it's on number 5 on the list. You can brew this as a potion of weakness, but truth be told, how often are you really doing that in comparison to how many of these you get? Because these are an uncommon drop, they are only a 1 in 3 drop chance, but still you end up with a whole bunch of spider eyes. You never end up using them, and you might even end up thinking they're a little trick. And again, they have two purposes in the game. They're either there to fill up your chest, or you can end up using them to actually trick people. Because the poisonous potato is called a poisonous potato, that's not going to trick anyone, but the spider eye, you might be able to trick someone who's new to the game, like, oh yeah, you eat this, it's totally really good, and maybe that's somehow you can trick them there. I don't know. I really do think that the spider eye is one of those items that really kind of exists to just make everything else look better, and it does a really good darn job, and that's why it's number 5 on the list. So yeah, let's move on from number 5 to number 4. Like counting would suggest, because number 4 is actually a drop that comes from a zombie. So we got two zombies here that seem like they're at each other's throats, or at least that one seems like he's at his throat. And basically, yeah, zombies have a whole range of drops because they have the common drop, they have the rare drop, and they have the equipped drops. But it's their common drop I kind of wanted to rag on today, because when you kill zombies, which you kind of need to on your first night, you'll get a whole bunch of food, and you'll think, aha, the game's giving me food, how kind of it, because I'm killing the hard to kill, because I'm killing a mob here. And the thing about this is rotten flesh is the closest thing to not being a food in the game, because although this heals a full 2 hunger bars, which isn't good compared to most good food, although it heals 2 full hunger bars, it has a lot of downsides, the first of which being, of course, that it gives you the hunger effect. It's got an 80% chance to give you hunger. By the way, I need to lower my hunger a little bit, because of course that's not a thing. But it gives you an 80% chance to get hunger, which means if you want to eat this, you have to eat Milk Bucket, or your hunger will go down almost instantly as soon as you eat it. Even if you do that though, this food has no saturation, which means if you do eat a piece of rotten flesh, you'll be back down to not healing within seconds, and really that means the rotten flesh serves one purpose, to get you up to healing temporarily, to stop you from starving temporarily, and really, I guess maybe that's what they intend it to be, but getting, this in the quantities that you do, really just, ends up with you being at the point where you're like, so I guess now I can not starve for a very long time, as long as I just spend my, my days holding down my left trigger, and that's not fun for anyone. So yeah, that is going to have to be why rotten flesh is the 4th worst item in my opinion. It's close to being something, but it just isn't, and it doesn't even have the, kind of cool, like, oh, this can be used for a potion, or it doesn't even have the cool, like, oh, you might be able to trick someone with this, because it's good enough that it's not truly tricking, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, you got me there, buddy, ha 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 ha, and that's not quite so fun, is it now? So, number 3 here is actually also going to be a food. A lot of these drops are foods, because, if it's not a food, it usually has some deeper use, whereas the 3rd drop here is a rare drop from a zombie. So this is a 1 in 40 chance of, if you're getting it when you kill a zombie, which is, a rare drop in general, as I should say, which is, a really, really rare little thing, and you're like, aha, I've killed 40 zombies now, what do I finally get? Do I get my iron ingot, which I've been waiting for, and I really need for some reason, or do I get a carrot? And the answer is, you get a carrot sometimes. So, the thing about the carrot is, sometimes this is very useful. Again, it's not the worst, because every now and then, you don't have carrots anywhere in your world, and you have to kill zombies to get them. It's nice that you can start farm from this, but truth be told, most of the time you're going to get a carrot, and even off that first time, you're just going to end up with a single carrot, and a carrot gives you so little hunger by itself, you have to gold plate it to get something good from that, and exactly why you'd want this is beyond me. So that is why the carrot is the worst to me, because it is a rare drop, and you get it, and it's just like, oh, I mean, I could throw it away. It seems valuable, but actually has no value past that first 1 in your world, and given that most of the time you're going to get your first carrot from something that's not a zombie, it just it raises the question of why. So I'm going to try and throw it back in there. Okay, that's close enough. And that is the carrot, and it's just another one of those foods that you get that just makes you a little bit sad that, there's no good food that drops from mobs that try to kill you. So with that said, let's move on to the 2nd worst item here, which is actually one that drops from a guardian or from an elder guardian, because it's another rare drop, a 2.5% chance. Basically, yeah, if you don't know, again, it's a rare drop, so you might not have seen before. Guardians and Elder Guardians will both have a 2.5% chance of dropping a fish when they die, and that fish has the same odds of whether you go out and actually fish one, which means that it can give you a regular fish, a salmon, or any of the a clownfish, or it can even give you the pufferfish. However, the clownfish is the one I wanted to talk about today, because the other fishes you can eat and be happy with and stuff, but the clownfish is just the most useless fish for a whole bunch of reasons, and the fact that you can get it as a rare drop and you're like, aha, I killed an Elder Guardian, one of the biggest mobs you can find in the game. Oh, by the way, I got a clownfish for it. Okay, then that seems pretty fair, and that's the kind of point I wanted to raise right here. Like, the clownfish is even more useless than the carrot, because the carrot, again, at least when you get it that first time, you can be like, oh, I'll make a farm from this, and then I'll have a carrot farm. When you get a clownfish for the first time, you can feed it to your ocelot and say, haha, now you've tried clownfish, except the cat doesn't care because it's an ocelot. And yeah, that is the clownfish right there. So useless, it gives you next to no hunger, it's a rare drop to do that, and the only thing more useless is number one, as you might be able to anticipate, because it comes from the witch. So bear in mind, this is one of the 6 possible drops a witch can have. It has a whole bunch of different drops in there, because yeah, it depends on when you kill them, whether you kill the witch when it's got a potion in hand or not. But yeah, one of the things you can get if you do get lucky with the witch drop is actually a stick, and the stick has to be the least useful drop item from a witch in the game. First of all, because you're not going to kill a witch with your fist, you have to kill a witch with a sword anyway, which means you've at the very least got at least a few sticks before that. But then even then, when a stick's ever going to come in useful? The only time I could think about it was like, okay, what if you have a survival island with no trees, and you have to punch a witch to death to get the sticks? And then I realized, well, when you have sticks by themselves, they're useless. You still need something to go on top of them, and that is why sticks are the most useless thing. You either have gone so long past sticks by the time you're killing witches, or you've got to the point where they're still next to useless, and that's, if there's a point where you're killing something and you're getting something, they are there just as a troll drop, and because they're there as a troll drop, they are therefore the worst of the items you can get. It's a stick. Why are you giving these to me, witch? You gotta give me something. It's gotta be sugar or something I'm not necessarily gonna find myself. It can't be a stick or glowstone, which I guess if I hadn't been to the Nether, that'd be nice. And like sticks. Okay, so yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know if you have any drops that you hate worse than these 5, because these took me a while to think and be like, yeah, I really do think these are the 5 worst. Let me know in the comments, because that's what they're there for. And other than that, share that if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. My voice is getting better, so that's all good news. And yeah, I guess besides that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!